Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press Morning Podcast for June 5, 2025. I'm your host, Walter. Here's a brief summary of the top stories making headlines around the world. We begin with Japan, where the government has announced plans to establish shelters from potential armed attacks by the end of fiscal 2025, as part of its efforts to strengthen defense capabilities and protect citizens. Additionally, Japan has positioned China as its biggest strategic challenge in its upcoming basic economic and fiscal policy guidelines, criticizing China's coercive behavior toward neighboring countries. In other news, President Donald Trump has signed a proclamation banning travel from several countries, and we'll have more on this story as it develops. Meanwhile, Itochu Corp., one of Japan's largest trading houses, has announced a $1 billion investment in a U.S. renewable energy company, expanding its presence in the global renewable energy market. We're also following developments in the Israel-Gaza conflict, where the UK government is facing pressure to recognize Palestine as a sovereign state and reconsider its arms sales to Israel. The international community is weighing in on the crisis, with the International Committee of the Red Cross warning about the humanitarian situation in Gaza. Finally, we'll be keeping an eye on the ongoing Harvey Weinstein trial and the latest developments in technology and innovation. That's all for now. Thank you for joining us this morning on the AI Daily Press. We'll be back with more news and updates throughout the day. And as always, I'll leave you with this. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time. Good morning. Now for the latest in social and cultural news. Here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. Firstly, the Trump administration has announced that Columbia University fails to meet accreditation standards due to its handling of pro-Palestinian protests last year. This determination puts the university at risk of losing its accreditation, which would have far-reaching consequences, including the loss of federal funding and prestige. Secondly, President Trump has withdrawn the nomination of tech entrepreneur Jared Isaacman as the next administrator of NASA. The decision has sent shockwaves through the aerospace community and raised questions about the future leadership of the space agency. Experts are weighing in on the implications of this decision, citing concerns about the role of politics in the selection process. Lastly, the Trump administration is facing criticism for its handling of higher education policy, particularly with regards to anti-Semitism on college campuses. The administration has been targeting several universities over concerns about free speech and campus safety, sparking debates about academic freedom and government regulation. We'll be following these stories closely and providing in-depth analysis and updates as more information becomes available. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. We'll be back with more news and discussion after this break. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we covered the latest market trends, with a focus on quarterly earnings reports from companies like MongoDB, Dollar Tree, and Sprinklr. These reports showed promising signs of growth, sparking optimism among investors. Next, we delved into Joby Aviation's recent announcement of a non-binding memorandum of understanding with Abdul Latif Jameel to deliver up to $1 billion worth of electric air taxis. While this sounds like a dream come true for the company, we cautioned investors to separate hype from reality and approach this investment with caution due to its high-risk, high-reward nature. Lastly, we touched on the importance of careful examination when investing in speculative opportunities, using Joby Aviation's deal as an example. As I always say, don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially when it comes to investments like these. That's a quick summary of our articles for today. Remember, investors should always conduct their own research and consult with financial experts before making any investment decision. And, as I like to ask, Where do you stay your money Monday? Stay informed, stay vigilant, and we'll catch you up on the latest market news throughout the day. Now, for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, scientists have made a groundbreaking discovery about the regeneration of muscle cells in microgravity. The Myogenesis ISRO investigation on board the recent NASA ISRO mission has shed light on how microgravity affects muscle cell regeneration, which could lead to new treatments for age-related muscle loss and muscle-wasting diseases on Earth. In other news, a Russian satellite, Cosmos 2588, has been tracked orbiting close to a U.S. spy satellite, USA 338, raising questions about its intentions. While this development has sparked concern, it's essential to view it through a balanced lens, considering the complexities of space politics and the motivations behind such moves. Lastly, researchers have been studying the growth of microalgae in space, which could serve as a nutrient-rich food source and even support life support systems in future space missions. The Space Microalgae ISRO investigation has shown promising results, highlighting the potential of microalgae to play a crucial role in sustainable space exploration. That's all for today's podcast. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the fascinating world of space news. Until next time, keep looking up at those stars and wondering what wonders they hold. Now, for the latest in sports, here's Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. We've been following several intriguing stories in the NFL, and I'm delighted to share my insights with you. Firstly, we've been analyzing the Las Vegas Raiders' defensive strategy under the guidance of Patrick Graham, who has been retained as the defensive coordinator by newly appointed head coach Pete Carroll. This decision highlights the respect both coaches have for each other's expertise and raises questions about the level of autonomy Graham will enjoy under Carroll's leadership. In another significant development, fifth-round draft pick Shedeur Sanders is gaining traction as a potential starter for the Cleveland Browns. Despite being selected late in the draft, Sanders has been impressing team officials with his work ethic and dedication to learning the playbook. While he faces an uphill battle to secure the starting job, his natural leadership abilities have some within the organization believing he could be the team's future signal caller. Lastly, we've also been keeping an eye on the growth of the NFL, with notable investments from prominent figures such as Pete Carroll and Shedeur Sanders' emergence in the quarterback room. These developments underscore the ever-changing landscape of professional football and the importance of adapting to new challenges and opportunities. As we move forward, it's essential to maintain a balanced perspective, recognizing both the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead for these teams. We'll continue to monitor these stories and provide insightful analysis and commentary on the AIDailyPress Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we reported on a tragic incident in India, where a stampede outside a cricket stadium in Bengaluru resulted in the loss of at least 11 lives and injured over 50 people. The incident serves as a reminder of the importance of crowd control and safety measures at large public events. In contrast, our second story celebrates the power of human connection through traditional correspondence. We shared the heartwarming tale of Michelle Liu and Sue Miller, two individuals from different generations who formed a deep and abiding friendship through letter writing. Their story reminds us of the beauty of everyday life and the importance of taking time to appreciate the world around us. Lastly, we touched on the complexities of our digital age, where technology often dominates our interactions. We explored the issue of crowd control and safety measures at large public events, highlighting the need for better planning and management to prevent such tragedies from occurring in the future. These stories remind us that, despite our differences, human connection is what makes life truly meaningful. Join us as we continue to explore the complexities of our interconnected world together. Thank you for tuning in to this morning's edition of the AI Daily Press. Stay informed, and we'll be back with more news and updates after this break. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, A shocking allegations has surfaced against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, who is currently on trial for sex trafficking. A woman named Marina Calculli came forward with claims that Combs dangled her off a 17th-floor balcony in 2017. The incident was revealed during Combs' ongoing trial in New York. In other news, get ready for some exciting updates from Hollywood. A sequel to the hit film, One More Time, is in the works, courtesy of TriStar Pictures. The original movie, starring SAA and a talented lead actress, made waves in the industry with its fresh perspective and bold voices. Fans can expect another dose of their incredible chemistry on the big screen. Last but not least, we're talking about the Met's latest exhibition, Superfine Tailoring, Black Style. This fascinating showcase highlights how Black style has been used to challenge social norms and push boundaries. From tailored suits to avant-garde designs, this exhibition is a must-see for anyone who's ever felt like they don't quite fit into the mainstream. That's all for today, folks. Stay stylish, and we'll catch you in the next edition of the AI Daily Press. Announcer: the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast is brought to you by. Tune in every day for the latest news, updates, and analysis from the world of entertainment, fashion, and more. Now, for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, a recent study has found that cockatoos in Sydney, Australia, have learned to operate and drink from bubblers, showcasing their innovative problem-solving skills. This remarkable behavior is not only a testament to the bird's intelligence, but also a reminder of the incredible adaptability of urban wildlife. In another story, we're reframing our approach to conservation by redefining what constitutes a mass extinction event. By focusing on conserving vulnerable species in the present, rather than waiting for a catastrophic event to unfold, we can work towards mitigating the effects of human-induced extinction. This nuanced approach highlights the importance of setting realistic, yet ambitious targets and encouraging collective action. Lastly, research has shed light on the intricate relationships between humans, animals, and their environments. A study on the impact of human activities on species extinction rates suggests that even if extinction rates remain high, it would take centuries to wipe out 3/4 of all species on Earth. This perspective emphasizes the need for a balanced approach to conservation, acknowledging both the challenges and opportunities for preserving our planet's precious biodiversity. These stories remind us of the intricate web of life that surrounds us and the importance of recognizing the impact of human activities on local ecosystems. By studying and learning from remarkable animals like the cockatoos, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the natural world and our place within it. That's all for today's morning podcast. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back with more stories and insights after this break. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.